So how about I'm sitting up here talking though and forgot that the whole doggone thing was mute. Lord have mercy. I was like, how come I can't hear myself? We turn this doggone thing down.
Hey.
I'm over here gigging to the Locks of LOX intro. This shit about to be tight. Sorry.
Hold on, y'all. Let me get out of this right here, child. That's why I'm like, and I got a big old echo because I'm trying to share it out, trying to do the absolute most. What's going on, y'all? Now, I doubt if a whole lot of people gonna be over here tonight because I know everybody is over there watching the verses tonight with the dip set and the locks and everybody getting their New York vibes on.
I ain't really care.
He said, I ain't really care. I ain't really care for all that.
Come on, no, y'all. Come on, come on. This shit is fire as fuck.
Is it good? Now, see, I don't want to play it in the background. I haven't played.
No, because y'all know I'm a
phone.
hip hop head. Y'all know I'm a hip hop head. The Locks and Dipset. Come on.
Listen, I would be into it if I was still in my 20s. If I was in my 20s, even into my late 20s, yes, I'd still be into it because that was my thing back in the day. Like I said, especially with Jim Jones. That just used to that I love anything and everything about Jim Jones.
Because when I was in high school, I used to think I was a Rough Rider. You couldn't tell me shit, okay?
Rough Rider.
I had the Eve bandana. I had the everything. The airbrushes, Rough Rider.
Open up shopping and shit.
Exactly. No doubt. No ACF. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the music is something. Don't get me wrong. Some of the music still jam. I mean, because it's the nostalgic shit that we grew up on back in the day that hip hop heads would listen to. You know what I'm saying? But it would be good, But now that I'm a lady, I guess I'm a little older. It's just some other shit. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be in the mood. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be in the mood to want to hear about gang banging and selling dope and killing bitches, and that's normally before I'm on my way into work. That's when I like to listen to the hood because
that's another thing. I was a knucklehead during this time. I was a firm knucklehead during this time, and this is my runaround music. This is a bunch of people
run around getting it music, huh?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yes. Come on now.
Let me say this on Instagram. We'll be like, y'all on the chat. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. What's going on for everybody that catches this on the replay? We are doing the catch up, the recap, roast and regag, the roast and gag of BET Presents the Encore. We're doing the last 2 episodes. I believe the finale is tomorrow night. Am I wrong, Mizzle? Do you know?
I think it's tomorrow.
Yeah, it is tomorrow.
It says tomorrow 2 episodes. So last week and then this week. Yeah.
Hopefully they got something to put together.
So this is the second one on that 8th one.
All those vocals they got to do over. I mean, they got a lot of vocals to do over. So
Aubrey, Misha, Irish, and Nivea.
Everybody.
Everybody. I feel
and
bad
for the ugly ass and Nivea's. Their vocals were the most important to the songs, in my opinion.
And I think they knew that. And then Twins realized that after they had already, once they ran Aubrey off, it wasn't no big deal. When they ran Nivea off, that was a bit of an eye opener, like, dang, but then it wasn't our fault. And I don't want people to feel like it's our fault. But then again, when Misha and Irish left, it's when like, oh, well, damn.
Auntie, what's the biggest quote of the whole Encore season? Come on, Miz. You don't know? Come on, Auntie, you don't know?
The biggest
Don't run up on me.
Don't run up on me. Because, bitch, I don't do that.
Don't run up on me. That's the quote of the whole season. Don't run up on me.
Because bitch, I don't do that.
Her voice.
With
she
all the
fuck
ag in it.
King, fuck everybody. Don't run up on
everybody. Don't get, because bitch, I don't do that. That was my part. That part right there. Let me finish sharing this out. See, I'm the type of bitch that can't walk and chew gum at the same damn time.
Multitasking.
We're just gonna do that, and then so. There we go. Boom. Make sure I'm sharing it on the right one. There we go. All right, y'all. So tonight, again, for those who are catching it on the replay, we're going to be getting into the last 2 episodes of BET Presents the Encore, as well as Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Y'all, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is not giving everything that it should be giving. It is very lackluster. Atlanta. Okay, I get that from Medea. Shout out to Medea. Come on, Tyler Perry. Put your girl on. Okay, come on, put your girl on. But Atlanta has not been given, like when it came out, you know, you give somebody something and you expect a certain level of something every time. Throughout the years, it just done gone down and down and down and now scrubbing the ground. You know what I'm saying? But BET Presents the Encore is good. Hopefully they come up with a season 2. I was trying to think of some people that I would love to see on a season 2. Definitely bring Keely back. If y'all do, bring Keely back and put her in there with some real, about 4-5 Nivea type personalities that's gonna get in her ass, walking like a dog if need be.
Get her together.
What you think about that?
Get her together.
I don't want no Vocal Thomas to come back. Vocal Thomas needs to come back at all. Hey, J Widow, what's going on?
Hey, J Widow, what's going on, boo?
Come back. But if they do another female edition, then maybe we could see some other females from other groups like that messed up, like for changing faces, somebody for changing faces.
Ooh, yes.
Or
come through, Miz, with the changing faces.
Come on now.
Changing
faces.
What they've been. Yeah, some girls like that.
That would be live though. That would be real live.
She got daughters, but I don't think she came back. So maybe she could give us a try again and give her come back again. It's some other girls for the group.
I want to see. Hopefully, if they do come up with a season 2, like I said, this will be something good for them to keep going with. It's something good to bring out the old artists that our generation, you know, grew up seeing that real music, not seeing that the music that they're making now is not real music. It's just, it's a lot of it sounds the same. A lot of it has the same beat. It either has the same beat, the same treble, the same auto tune, and it's all done by the same producer. It has some of the same formula in it. You know what I mean? So this BET, Carlos King, y'all hitting on something. What's going on, Joseph? Carlos King, y'all hitting on something. Let's keep doing this. Yes, yes. The people is here for it.
It's good. The only thing about it is that it started off real great. But I think it's going downhill with too much of that arguing, all that stuff like that. So if he does it better, if he does a second season, you need to have the balance of, because it's come too common of other reality TV shows. This has had it's a very staple thing about music, the stories, creating a project, and a little bit of drama. But he made the drama more in the forefront than the music and the album creating. We could see that more. Album creating, the music, and getting together. Yes, they're gonna have that little tiff and tat, which is fine. But if he's focused more on the music and that, and the little drama around that, about picking a name, picking a group name, the style, so like that, a little less argument and less egos and more of the project. And then we had some special drama, but so far it was more of the drama. And if you edit that way, then it's gonna be kind of boring and fast, and people gonna be disappointed. So
I think with a lot of reality TV, though, what Carlos King did is he set up the play, but it just so happened that those twins had that fire that all you needed was to light that match, and that little bit of flame that he started with that match, that's going to start it up. And so I think it was good for him to see. Now, as far as it goes, when Jay Rudolph says, you think Farrah from Destiny's Child would do, I don't think she would be
she can't even
in it just because, First and foremost, that name, Dick Gripper, Granny Cunt. I remember that doggone name, baby. That name is something else. Renee, what's going on, Renee? Boo boo. What was I saying? I don't feel like Farrah would be good in that just because she hasn't learned anything from having been a former member of Destiny's Child herself. she still thinks that
she was only there for 2 weeks.
Yes. And then the video that you were on, you were lip singing over the original girls as it was.
Exactly.
They just threw you in there because they needed a look to fulfill that was already there. Now, she still hasn't humbled herself or learned anything from that. However, what I do think is if they do get girls that were in groups like 702 or Total or whatnot that were big that didn't have as high as success, say for example, is like Destiny's Child, have somebody like Kelly Rowland come and be like one of the coaches that comes in and does vocal with them.
That's what Shamari said. Shamari said the same thing, Auntie. Like she wanted Candy Barris to be like a coach on the season, not to be like a part of the group, but to coach them, as in her being in a group, writing for other groups. She wanted Candy Barris to be like a coach, like you said, like a mama on the couch, like, listen, baby girl, your tone, you know, all those things. Candy Barris she ain't got the best voice, but she know the business.
That is very true. If you have somebody like her, like or come in there and like coaches them or something, because somebody like Farrah, she ain't learned her damn lesson.
Nah.
She can't take direction. She and somebody like her and Keely, they will be there as good. Let her be like the next Keely that comes in and says, I'm not gonna sing because I'm not with the groups, but I'll be a creative director.
They should trump Aubrey and bring in Dawn from Danity Kane, because Dawn has had a successful independent career. So if they bring in Dawn on the next season, Ivory's gonna be mad. She's gonna poop her pants. Because Dawn has maintained her independent artistry contract to Aubrey. Because you know why she's not releasing the music? Because she's contracted, and contrary, she still can't do what Dawn does.
I would absolutely agree with that. Okay. I completely lost my thought. What I was gonna say that quick. Thank you, baby. I love you. It's my son bringing me some water real quick.
He loves his mom. He loves his mom.
You know he do. Yeah. All right, y'all. Let's get into now. We're gonna quickly recap, like I said, just real brief what happened last week, and we're gonna bring it on into the following week with BETs Encore. Now it picked up with Miss Cinnamon in the studio with Misha. This was right after the whole thing happened with Cosign at Dawn. That's a good one. Dawn Robinson from In Vogue. That would be a real good one right there, Joseph. That's a good one. Cinnamon is coming in, and she was working with Misha on her vocals and whatnot. And then it was at this point that the one of the twins, I don't know, Frick and Frack. Frick told Frack about what happened between her and Cosign. Frack goes downstairs, and then she starts to get into it with Cosign. And then it's just this big old explosion. They all start going at it. So far to the point to where it pisses Pam off. And Pam has to put Keely in her place very politely in a very God-feeling, hallelujah, holla back type way, but has to let her know that the shit that you're doing, the real conniving, sneaky, picking at it type shit that you're doing, is getting under my skin.
Yes.
Hallelujah, holla back. It is getting under my skin.
Yeah, because everybody started getting enough of it. It's getting to the point that they're getting fed up. And
what did y'all think?
She part in the middle of it. She is definitely part in the middle of it, and she act like she don't know what she's doing.
I was going to say, what did you feel about Pam when Pam said that to her, and when she said Pam doesn't use her words much, and when she does, it hurts my feelings? Well, that should tell you something, then, right?
Yeah, because Pam was like civilized. A lot of ladies was not saying much and everything, and that's probably the reason why these ladies kept going on about it, and until the point they blow up. And Pam was very civilized with it and told her straight up. But it ain't gonna stop broken promises. She's still gonna be messy. So it is what it is.
And see, the thing about it was when Misha came, this is something else that pissed me off about broken promises, aka Toofs. When Misha came out the studio trying to figure out what the hell was going on, which I feel like she already knew what the hell was going on. She was just not really trying to be on anybody's side at that particular moment. She was like, well, I'm just trying to figure out what's going on, blah, blah, blah. With Toofuses, aka broken promises in the back, it doesn't matter what's going on. You should be on our side.
Promises.
She got on my nerves with that. She was like, "It doesn't matter. We're in this house together." To me, bitch, yes, it does matter. For the simple fact, off the rip, I don't like you, and I don't agree with every goddamn thing that you say. And just because we are roommates in the house, don't mean that I automatically have to stand by what the hell it is that you say.
Each other. No, you being rude.
And remember, it's only 30 days, bitch. I'll get over you. This ain't even a probationary period. It's 30 days. I'm not gonna remember you. And you're not doing anything but just running your mouth. You don't want to be part of the group. You're talking about your producing, artist development. Who are you? You just brought pajamas, bitch. Get out of here.
And she drinks wine. And that's it. And she nitpicks and all that, and it gets on my damn nerves. Which after like the twins and Broken Promises leave up out the studio, it was at this moment that Misha and Irish, they're fed up. And they're like, it's always something with them. They're bad energy. They're always causing issues and friction. And they're talking to cosign at this point because, this is the aftermath again of them arguing. In the midst of them arguing, just like real females, just like when we do, that's just how it is. When we see cute beat for a minute, we like, oh, bitch, hold on. I see that contour you did. I like that. What is that you using, bitch? Is that new Milani? I like the way you been. The bitch was like, no, bitch, I use that finishing powder. You know what I'm saying? I was doing what them bitches in the makeup room had taught me how to goddamn do. This is what the hell this is. Cosign was completely goddamn thrown off. Yeah, but I knew what the hell was going on.
He left because it just went left. I said, how you just gonna go on with his conversation and then went on your whole little tangent and went back? It's a home time. What's going on?
I've never seen so many women that have such a big ego as the women on this show. It's very testosterone driven. No disrespect to anybody,
but
how the twin was like, "I'm a producer. You're a dick conversation," and I was like, "Calm down, just a little bit, not to be like misogynistic or anything." But she was way too aggressive. They've been way too aggressive, and we also know that Broken Promises. She can dance, but she cannot sing. She cannot sing. So her singing is going to fuck up the whole album. She's not going to replace Nivea's nor Aubrey's vocals. She's going to be singing like this. Like I'm Toni Braxton. And I'm singing like this. So let's put that on the table. So she can't do a 5, 6, 7, 8, but the bitch can't sing for nothing because she's gonna sing like this to you.
I can't do Broken Promises. If she should have left before Aubrey left, in my doggone opinion, because she wasn't doing nothing in the first doggone place.
She was the outcast one from General. That's why I think Carlos King is a fucking genius, because he was in her ear, was like, "This is what you're gonna do. This is what you're gonna do," and that's why she was there.
Because she had a taste of what it was going to be so many years back, she had already came in with this, this arrogance sort of about her.
Yes.
And I'm here. I'm doing yes. And so back in
thank God they didn't give that bitch no Kentucky Fried Chicken, because she would have been throwing shit at bitches and biscuits like she did Notori. Oh, I didn't throw any chicken.
Michelet.
Michelet would be good if it were. I feel like if it was some women around that same age range group, maybe.
What was that show that Michelet did already with the girls?
She did R&B Divas. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's what, and that sort of feel I think would be good, just because the thing about it with the twins, I feel like
they're arrogant.
They're very arrogant, and they don't know how to share that space. They don't know how to share that spotlight. And I'm wondering if that could be a reason that maybe their group fell apart, even though they are sisters,
No, their sister said that. Their sister said that. That's why they wanted to get married and have kids, and they wanted to the group. Don't get pregnant. Don't do this. The other sisters were like, fuck that. I'm about to go have a whole husband, a whole life.
Yeah.
I'm about to go to nursing school. Fuck this music shit. Because it was that. And remember, again, I was telling Mizzle that Cherish had a failed reality show that they tried to pitch. So they've been
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they've been trying to get on the reality train for a long time. And it was led by Fallon. So those are the ones that want to be seen.
So that would definitely make sense as to why they so rah-rah in everybody's face. And
Yeah.
I'm a producer and I've been doing this and I've been doing that, which again, baby, if you was doing all that, like would nobody know you had wrote a song for Justin Bieber had you not even said it? And even still, what
I
song
think
did you write for the Bees? I
I
don't
think they're
know.
looking for their notoriety. They're like, look at me, I did this. Look at me, I did this. And they don't know how to let people know about their accolades besides being obnoxious and being rude.
Yeah,
You
we
can
ain't
do
got
a lot of work, but if you can put your shit on a resume, on a table, say it in a respectful way. Don't come out anybody talk about you shouldn't be here. Big dick energy. I'm the first wait. The name a one woman producer. That was the thing that killed her. She killed herself when she said that. Name
yeah.
one woman. What are you talking about? I can name you 5, bro. For you to have that arrogance to think that you're the only one is completely. It
For
shows
them
how
to
less smart you are.
I do hope that they can make some sort of turnaround come this next or the finale tomorrow, and they're able to produce something that can back up all of this arrogance that they have behind them. Otherwise, one, even if you do produce something good, you still are going to be looked at real funky to anybody that wants to work with you in the future.
Because of
And then
your worth ethic. Because of your
right,
worth ethic. Don't nobody want to work with no
basically,
funky
that's a
ass
good one.
attitude ass person.
No, not even. And then on the flip side of that, if you produce something horrible, people are going to be looking at you like, oh, well, I thought you were this producer. Then you had all these accolades and you were able to do this and da 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 da.
But on the flip side is at least she produced it. I can't do production. We can't do production.
True.
That's a hard job. So even if she was to fail, she did it. So she needs to humble herself a little bit. She needs to get some little, I don't know what it is she needs, but yeah, not
She
the
needs to,
arrogance.
she needs to be humble and sit down. That's what
Yeah,
she needs to
go
do.
several seats. There you go. Several seats. You
A
got the
whole
whole
stadium
aisle.
full of seats.
Go sit down.
So afterwards, it's the next morning, and all the ladies get together and they're talking about, Nivea having left, and now they're gonna have to come up with, basically they're gonna have to re-record everything on there, everything that Nivea was on, with them already having to re-record everything that Aubrey was on, right? It was at this point that Misha and Iris then starts butting in again. Well, I wasn't on enough songs here, and I want to sing more on here, and I want to sing more on there, and then they start to sort of get into it again a little bit that right then and there, but it didn't lead to no big argument. After that, Misha and Irish went on their way. Freaking Frack Twins are sitting right here, still where the ladies were talking, along with Broken Promises as well. And of course, they talking shit about Misha and Irish, which is true. I mean, this is the thing with the twins. What they're saying, it's not wrong. It's not wrong. Like, as far as Misha and Irish goes, you got to call a spade a spade. They are not strong vocalists. They may have been back in the day, but they are not strong vocalists right now, in my opinion. They not. But it's the way that they come across. It's the
Especially with all
arrogance
the
behind
Marlboros they
it.
smoke. They smoke Marlboros like I drink Slurpees. So shit, broken baby.
You know
No.
what I'm saying? And they can't sing, and so I can understand them being older and something like that coming from an artist that's supposed to be your equal. They're younger than you. Yes, you may have made more records from them back in the day. As of right now,
One thing by now, because the thing is about that is that they harping on their past, which is fine. They're harping on their past, and a lot of people who watching the show now may not know a lot of these people who grew up. We probably know because we grew up watching them, but it's a lot of younger audience who probably don't know 702, who don't know probably well they probably know Dedicate, but not a lot of on total. So like that. So they seeing them the first time now. So you can't go by what you used to do. You got to go by now, and right now your voice not well, and you can't really sing. So they part of the problem too. Yes, we could say a lot about the twins. Yes, twins is the problem, but Misha, don't get me wrong. Misha carried a lot of issues too. that cause all this energy to be gone downward because she wants to be like, she want to hit things handed to her and she's not putting the work for it. Why you not doing the vocal coach? Why you got this much attitude? Why nobody can't tell you anything? It's all this ego. So she's part of the problem just as much the twins are. And that's why I think maybe when we get to that part, that's why they say, you know what? We have to leave. Not because, yes, they want to beat the twins up, but I think it's more to that.
Yeah, I agree with you. I know what you're saying. I agree with you. So afterwards, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, it's like the gossip mill. It was a bunch of gossip going on that fucked up the whole project. It was somebody was promises. She was trying to be like the implant, like she was putting doubt in everybody's ear as they did in her group. Okay, she learned that aspect, that tactic of putting things in people's ear, and she was doing the same thing. Let's not be stupid.
I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Because she was whispering and gossiping, and the gossip mill. That's what fucked it up, the gossip mill. If you all have talents, dancing, singing, whatever it is, why ain't you apply that besides the gossip mill? That's the only thing she does. Gossip. You have so many, and you come and you want to coordinate shit, bitch. You brought pajamas to the party, bitch. We're going to the club. You can't wear your pajamas to the club, bitch. So you came for the fuckery. That's why I was like, Carlos King is a genius in his own mindset because he brought her there for a reason.
He knew she was with the shits. He knew it. He knew if nobody else is going to be with the shits, she's going to be with it. She's going to bring me that right amount of that it is that I'm looking for.
Exactly. And this is my theory as well. I also believe that they came in with a mindset that you can jump off shit. You can jump off shit. That's why everybody's like, I'm leaving. So easy. I'm leaving. So he gave them that option. You can jump off shit. And with the whole two groups, the two girls and stuff like that, and they knew what they were doing. It's too obvious for us to look over it.
I agree with you too, JW. The sisters are part of the problem, but they're not as blatantly disrespectful and vocal about it.
Disrespectful as part of the thing, but they carry on the issue because let's get on. It's a group dynamic. It's not just the twins. It's a group dynamic.
Yeah,
it's more than why Nivea and Aubrey and them left. Everybody was not trying to come together. Group dynamics is very powerful than each individual. So yes, you could say the twins. Yes, the twins is the problem. But Misha carried out of the problems too. A lot of these people will not stand up. None of those coming around. So people not saying nothing. Like Shamari looked at that. So like what producer like co-star, he's very confused. Like the girls picked their freaking song. They never told him what was it. So but that made it seem like the twins is having the most issue when all the ladies agreed on it, but nobody's saying nothing. So it's a lot of group dynamics that affected all this energy that's happening. So
I completely agree.
It's a problem, but at the same time, the sisters are part of it because they don't want to work harder. They want a lot of verses.
1,000%.
They want this. Shamari not saying nothing, but there's Shamari laughing at the end.
Shamari not saying nothing.
Yes.
Because she doesn't know.
She don't like being part of the problem. So Pam trying to be peaceful. But then how much can she be peaceful? That's what Nivea was like. Nivea trying to give her, she want to make this common relief, but at the same time, she got fed up with this because all this arguing back and forth is too much. It's not just the twins was
way too much.
But
it's not conducive to
it was going back and forth. So all that energy, negative energy coming in, it weighs on you. And if someone who like to be peaceful like me, I don't want to be there around that all the time. So you got to move forward. So
not even for 5 days, bro.
But the group dynamics as a whole is toxic. So
and you know what's crazy? And I think like Nivea, I can't handle all that for too much because then that's gonna send off my energy and I'm gonna want to fight somebody. And like Nivea, she knows like I have grown. It's still shit that I gotta work on with me. I'm not perfect, but please believe I know when I have to remove myself from a situation before I'm only gonna get hurt in the end. I may physically hurt somebody. I might physically hurt somebody. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm physically hurt somebody, but in the end, I'm going to be the one that's hurting in some sort of way because I'm going to have to pay for it in some sort of way, whether that be me going to jail, having to pay a fine or whatnot. And it's not worth all that. And I completely appreciate Nivea for knowing when to walk the fuck away. When to walk the fuck away. Like she said, don't run up on me. Don't do this.
Don't.
She was not playing.
That's another thing. You don't walk up on nobody like that. And that's another thing. Promises. You walking upstairs because you hear the drama. So you're walking upstairs, you see somebody barreling down the stairs, and you're like, what's going on? No, bitch, you know what's going on.
You know what's going on. You know what's going on. Let me get to that real quick. What I was going to say before we left, I thought it was real funny how the twins was down there talking shit about, she got one more time to say something to me. Yes. Misha got one more time. Misha came up in there in that goddamn kitchen with her little parachute sundress on. Hey, y'all. Hey. Y'all doing okay? Y'all need something? No, I'm good.
Yes.
I thought you needed something. No, you need something, girl? Nah, I'm good. And then afterwards, did y'all see? I want to say there was 4. I can't zoom. 4 packs of Marlboros on the table. Come on, y'all. Sid, we got to do better than that. We got to do a whole lot better than that. Well, afterwards,
y'all, I can't sing, and this is why my voice sounds like this. I can't sing because I smoke Marlboros all day.
That don't make no damn sense at all. So then at the next day, or whenever the next day, Cosign sends over a bouquet with a bunch of goodies in it, some cocoa butter, some tequila, some little nice shit or whatever, some shit to say, I'm sorry, I messed up, I won't do it again, and you know, my bad, my apologies. The twins walk in and see it, and they're like, oh, why he put all of their names on it? Like some little ungrateful.
They were straight stank. They were straight stank. They were like stank, like attitude. Like this is an apology.
Why does he have everybody's names on it? And he didn't offend everybody. He offended us. And it's again, like you said, Mizzle, they keeping that shit going because he didn't even have to do that.
First of all, he was not in the wrong to apologize in the first place. He did that.
There you go. That's the top. That's the top.
Moved it over and apologized the other day. He said, you know what? It should never got that far. I'm gonna be the bigger person to apologize, even though I'm not in the wrong. That's a great man to do that. I said, you know what? I apologize.
Never in the wrong.
It's like, listen, we can't keep going on like this. Like
and that. You know, I hate when I dislike when women like call men misogynistic or put those badges on them, those labels on them, when they're not really that. We have a lot of men that are misogynistic and they proudly tout that. He was not that. It was a production job. It's like me and my administrative work. If the fucking PA comes in and tells me something, I'll do my goddamn job. If I don't do my job, I'm not going to blame it on the PA. It's because I didn't do my job. So what she tried to do is blame it on him. For her not, I'm producer, I'm production, I do this and that. Well, bitch, go produce and shut the fuck up. Don't blame it on someone else's.
Wait, hold up. But Cosign hasn't been doing his job. He wasn't doing much of the work that he's supposed to be doing because he was the higher producer. And a lot of ladies, even the other ladies, say the same thing. So Felicia was not wrong when she was saying that he wasn't putting up as much of his part because he was not in the house a lot. So when he does have the music, he's supposed to do something. And then the only thing, a problem is that when they communicate what the version they wanted, they didn't communicate the version they wanted. So he came and took their song and just switched it. And now it's like, oh, this is the version that we're going to do. And then when they hear it, they said, no, that's not the version. But he was like, no, this is the version. So it is like, so he's part of the problem. But the only issue is that Felicia delivery is all messed up. That's the issue. That she was off. And it was like, calm down.
It seems like a lack of communication. If you have to be in a production studio with everybody producing that beat before you put your vocals down. It seems like a lack of communication. And the twins don't know how to communicate. So that's where I'm coming from. They should have communicated with him way before. But remember, this is reality TV, and they want to give us entertainment.
I feel like there was no. If both of you are producers, I feel like there was no clear partnership between the two of them, because I see where Cosign was, of course, like you say, this is reality TV. So as far as Cosign was told by Carlos and them, I run this.
Carlos,
I'm the producer. I'm the one that's over this. And as far as freaking Frackno, Carlos told me I'm a producer as well, and that I can add my 2 cents and I can add my thoughts and my opinions as well. So
just like he told
why
Keely.
is he coming
Just
at
like
me?
he told Keely.
And he told Keely from what Carlos Nim told me. Keely's like, I'm creative producer. I really am over all of this, and I'm creative directing all this shindig, all this bullshit here. I feel like there should have been a communication, a mature communication that could have absolutely happened between Cosign and the twins or Fallon, because it was really Fallon and it was Felicia. No, it was Felicia that was a producer, and you have Fallon that was like her little, yap dog, her little security dog.
Trailing behind her.
There should have been a communication between Cosign and Felicia that's like, look here, we're gonna come to a common ground. This is what, as you call the demo, we don't call it a demo. This is what we call our final cut. How can we mix what we feel is our final cut with what you feel like is a demo and what you've made together? Because us as the artists, we're not going to perform it to the best of our ability if it's not something that I actually, it's not something that I like.
You're not going
my
to feel
heart
it.
is not in. I'm not going to feel it. And you as a producer, you may not want to put it out there, and you may not want to promote it the way it should be because it's not something that you're passionate about. So for them to be two producers who have two strong opinions, who have all these accolades, and with all this dick swinging, how come neither one of y'all was smart enough to know? Let's have a communication where we can,
meet in
the middle. Conversation. That's the only issue. Yeah, they had that, and that's the issue that right there. They didn't communicate well, and they could have went. They could have went a whole different.
Felicia and Cosign must have had something going on back in there. I don't know.
You know what? One thing with this show, I wish that they would have actually had a show. You can have the drama because we like the drama, we like the entertainment, but I would have liked for them to have executed whole. I would have liked for them. I would have bought the CD. I would have Spotify'd it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I would say to begin of this review.
I would have liked for them to execute it and just handle it. Besides all the drama, but again, this is TV. But I would have loved to hear all their voices on an album. That's just my. I would have loved to hear. I want to hear Pam over Nivea because they have that baritone, that falsetto, so on and so forth. I think it would have been a good album.
It could have. It could have, but like again, the twins, they just don't know how to shut their damn mouth, or they just don't know how to communicate and work together.
And this is me playing the double side of the coin. I think the reason why they talk up so much is because they feel that they were short. They were cut short in their career.
Oh, absolutely! It's obvious. You can tell that they're making up. Exactly. Yeah. They're making up for what it is they felt like they've lost throughout their career back in time or whatnot. What did she say? I wanted to hear Nivea singing so much. She's been on repeat since the show started. Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Nivea music. Shout out to Renee. Child, Renee be holding it down, baby. Renee holds it down in that dog.
My husband was like, "What you listening to that for?" I was like,
"Don't fuck up and you ain't gonna find out."
Exactly.
So Cosign sends over a gift basket with all of you. So silly, sir. Cosign sends over a gift basket. It got all the good stuff in it, all the cocoa butter, all the good stuff. But freaking Frack ain't feeling it. And so when the rest of the ladies come down there, they get just like oh, bitches, some cocoa butter.
They was in that basket.
Now, ladies, oh, girl, I mean, they was all up in that basket, just like some old ladies. And I thought it was so doggone funny. And of course, the little bobblehead twins is mad because they playing their music and they can't hear nothing, so they get all upset and whatnot. And so the ladies end up going into another part of the room. So, they didn't even finish looking in the gift basket. They just went over there just to talk because they was at this point that, again, it's a pot that's just bubbling.
Too much bullshit.
Over and over and over. So then later on, child, Misha decides that as queen, she wants to have a bonfire, and she wants the ladies in the bonfire to throw away stuff that has been weighing them down, hold them down, and has been something that they felt like has been a hindrance to their career throughout the year. Child, I ain't never want to slap shit out somebody. I wanted to slap the hell out broken promises.
Everybody.
But KFC is some good ass chicken. That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. Number two, I don't feel like she did that out of sincerity.
No,
I don't feel like she did that out of sincerity. Not one bit.
She did not. She did
the
not.
only thing I will give her is that now you finally came forth with the truth after all these years of calling that girl a liar.
But the only thing is, even with that truth, it still didn't take the fact that Notori felt that way.
Yep.
You let's be honest. Notori had the best voice of that group. She had the best voice. And she was a dark-skinned girl, all that stuff. She didn't have much lines because Kelly's Broken Promise's mom was putting Broken Promise in the front.
Broken Promise's mom.
And I do believe that her mom was trying to isolate and get Notori out. So if her mom was acting like a B, so her mom was acting like a B, and that's it. So yes, granted, nobody don't like to call their mother be called a B in front of them. So yes, you might react. But if your mom was acting like that in the group and they were trying to get her out the group, and years later, Adrian Ballon co-signed what the hell happened to us, so it is the truth. So you threw the chicken at her. So don't try to act like, oh, because she called my mom to be. Okay, granted, you say your truth. At the same time, when your mom was acting like one,
if she was acting like a B,
if she would not got out the group, if y'all was not acting like that, y'all was trying to take her out the group, and y'all had to find a way to take her out.
And bro, her mom was mad that Promises, I'm not gonna say her name. Her mom was mad she wasn't the lead singer. So she did everything in her option to alienate Notori.
Yep.
She did everything in her power to alienate.
Yes, she did.
She did everything in her power. She even empowered her daughter to be an aggressor towards Notori. Like,
and it's crazy how karma works, because in the end, Notori and Adrian are very successful. Yep. And here you are.
Say that again, Auntie. Say that again.
2 failed groups. Yep.
Say it again. 2 failed groups. And say it again.
And what she's known for is her broken promises, and the other song, the sex was spectacular. The sex was spectacular. Stop.
Even Notori's singles, her single songs had went gold, not platinum, but they went gold. So where have you been to?
So I brought in that KFC chicken, that chicken story. I said, okay, good. Mention it. And then she mentioned it on Twitter because she's like, oh, where my Notori? Yeah, she said something online that wasn't completely great.
Well, she was like, well, thank you for finally.
She said the Cosby saved life. You know that whole thing about the Cosby stuff like
that?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, Notori should have sat that one out.
Yeah, she said something. I was like, okay, Notori. We was following you for a little bit, but then that last line was a little crazy. But she said, oh, bring my chicken out because she's messing up again. I said, okay, you mentioning that. Now you agree that you did that. So it's like, Ali here.
She was like, where's my... Somebody hand me a 2-piece. This bitch is tripping.
And a biscuit. And a biscuit.
Yeah. Like, again, I don't feel like that was really sincere for her to do. Because if it was something sincere that she really wanted to let go, she would have, first and foremost, she would have contacted Notori in the first place, and you'd apologize to her woman to woman.
Yes, not on anybody's platform, to her.
No, that's number one.
Apologies owed to her, not anybody else.
Yeah, and if you really want to be sincere about something, write a letter to your old self and apologize to your old self about how the way you were or some shit like that, and then burn that. And then maybe people will look at you in a different light. So she burned that. I was like, crazy.
And another point, Auntie, like when Promises was on the phone with her husband, he gives me Sam vibes from the Real Housewives of LA. Like how he was speaking. So like he's kowtowing on her back. Like you should be this. You're part of this group. Yeah, so when you listen to his words when they're on the phone, y'all can go to that episode, to that segment of the episode, should I say. But he sounded like he was like, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. I'm like, nigga, you sound like you play ukulele and you mad because you play ukulele at Venice Beach and you don't get no money. So you on her back trying to get the money. So just listen to that. He sounds like Sam in Egypt from Love and Hip Hop.
Growing up hip hop.
Growing up hip hop. Yeah, I was like, huh? What's that?
You know,
I think about it.
Come on.
Yeah.
If I
I had to
misspeak,
think about it for a minute.
you
No, I had
all
to think. I was really trying to think.
Yeah, when you said Sam, I said growing up hip hop.
No, I had to think about it for a minute because I had to think. I was like, what was that? There was a Housewives of LA. So I had to think about it. My bad. I'm slow.
And that's just
I'm
correct.
slow. But aside from the chicken, Misha burned some leg warmers. I was like, girl, that was stupid. What Shamari burned the old 702, was it blackout rehearsal? I didn't get that
album. Yeah,
I didn't get that.
She burned the behind the scenes of making of album.
Why though? What?
So that's what you're saying. I was like, okay.
Child, but what was that? Was you burning because you didn't want nobody to see it because I was bad, or why did you burn it for what? What was the point?
Yeah, that's what I said. That's memories. But I mean, she probably got it backed up. Cause I said, don't burn that last copy of VHS.
Okay, Princess.
And she said,
this is the problem with stuff. They could have burned it for the. I think that, in my opinion, they were under a lot of structure of misogyny and getting along. You can film a whole video and be pissed off, and everybody in the world would be like, "Oh, this is a good video," but the whole time he was pissed off during the whole video,
and you wouldn't even know it. Yeah,
you wouldn't know it. The photographer guy tried to fondle me. The fucking guy tried to speak to me inappropriately. You're like, damn, but you just see the pretty video that you're
right.
receiving. So that's again the double-edged coin. Why I'm receiving where they're coming from. It sounds stupid as fuck for you to burn socks, but how about you wearing them socks?
How about you wear them damn leotards and try to flash dance your ass around the studio and figure out these 1, 2, 4, 8 counts or something doggone it.
Yeah. And another thing, Auntie, let's flip the coin again. Why you holding on to them socks? Like you should have burnt them bitches a long time ago.
You should have burnt them after y'all first broke up, girl. After you did the song with Subway. I should let that shit go.
Why are you keeping them? This is not CSI New York. This is not CSI Miami. Why are you keeping those socks? They should be burned.
That's what Joseph, that's what Mizzle just said. Those is memories. Why would she want to burn a tape full of memories? Especially if it's your old band member on there. Your old band member that passed away. I wouldn't want to burn that memory. Absolutely.
And she had a crucial death. She was drunkenly walking across the street and got hit by a car.
Was the Cherish twins, one of them, I don't know, Frick or Frack, had to read a letter for the other one because she was so upset about this letter that she had wrote, forgiving her dad about something. Child, I don't know. The only two that I thought that stood out to me, aside from the damn chicken, she need to learn that choreography. Heck yeah. Maybe it's traumatic for Shamari to keep away the Chinese cursive left eye. I didn't think about that. But still, it is memories. Yeah, that could be. You never know.
But Shamari has the best decorum out of anyone. She keeps herself together. She has a good.
She still looks like she's like 20-something years old. Like, come on, Shamari. The dad was the manager.
Father managed the group.
Aside, like I said, from the damn chicken, Pam wrote "liar" on a piece of paper, and she burned that because she said a lot of her lies is what kept her basically in bondage so many years, even so recently as her lying on her ex-husband, which we know is now Centoya Brown's current husband. She lied on that ex-husband, saying that he had sexually abused her. He was, physical to her in so many ways, which was complete and utter lie. And
how do we wrap that up?
I was gonna say side thing on that's horrible because you know how many men
have gone down for your false allegations, and now you claim your Christianity so you to be cleansed. But before that, you put all these men through fire. They've lost jobs, they've lost everything, family. But now you want to be, I'm Christian and I understand.
And forgive me now. Your forgiveness is not going to. You
fucked up his whole life. You literally fucked up his whole life. So please explain it to me.
Or try to. He's doing good, but
he's doing good. But I mean, for a point of time, people, just for the simple fact, people looked at him in a certain light, and now he's gonna have to carry this on. Even years from now, him and Centoya can have 50,000 babies. He's still gonna be known as, you know, you were such and such paying for Toto's ex and she lied. Yeah, so was it true? Or so she was, you know, she was telling the truth, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, you know, that, and then Nivea's made me really emotional just because I lost my mom.
I love Nivea.
And I
love her.
I have a rose that I'm holding on to. I'm not gonna ever burn. You know, a rose that I took off my mom's casket as well. So I know how something like that is emotional and it can be really sentimental. But not only was Nivea holding on, you know, thinking about that from her mom and burning that, she was also holding on a lot of the pain from losing Aubrey. Like that really did hit her, from her not having been in a female group. It hurt her for Nivea to just be so hurt, or, you know, to be in a space to where she felt like she couldn't be around them no more. She needed to leave. And so, you know, she ended up leaving from there. I did appreciate how Pam and Irish came outside. They checked on Nivea. Nivea was like, I'm good. Just let me be. Just give me my peace. Again, I resonate so much with Nivea. A lot of her ways, a lot of her mannerisms. Hey, Cola, what's going on, boo? A lot of her mannerisms, the same with me. When I am mad, when I'm pissed off, when I'm emotional, give me my space. Give me my peace. Give me my moment. I don't want nobody around me. And it's not nothing offensive towards anybody.
If I'm going to walk away, I'm going to walk away. If I'm going, if you see me, if I walk away, you want to be a friend, and you see me sitting somewhere solidly and
leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Yeah, leave me alone. Come by and just don't bring up the fact. Just sit there with me in silence. You know what I'm saying? Sit there and allow me to mentally digest what's going through. What I'm going through.
And I appreciate Nivea. So, and it hurt me to see her hurting like that. Like I was crying, like I said, just from hearing that, feeling that connection with her mom, that already had me crying and emotional. But to just see that, me being an empath as well, working in the medical field, I feel emotions. Hell, I'm carrying a patient's emotions with me right now that I've been trying to fucking shake, but I just can't shake it, you know, because when you get to a certain level, we know certain things, you just gotta hold on to that from that. But Nivea was hurting a lot from that, you know. Yeah. So afterwards, the ladies are going. Well, of course, Broken Promises asked the ladies, do they want to go and work on the choreography? Misha and Irish are free to go work on the choreography. You got Broken Promises down there getting on their last ass nerve, trying to help them with the choreography. But I will say, Broken Promises she was right.
Yeah, they needed it.
Annoying, but she was right.
They needed it. The only thing is annoying because they don't care for her.
Thank you.
Somebody else that they would have took the lessons, because what she was saying was right. You don't dance.
Your mic hand, yes, you don't do that. Your mic hand has
to
stay clear.
Song, you don't want people saying
no, and then obviously seeing that you're lip singing, like no, that mic hand does not move. Hell, I learned that in choir from college and in high school. That mic hand, it don't move. I don't care what else you're doing.
Like that. Unless you're not singing and you just dancing.
That's okay. Even if your pants is falling down, your coochie lip falling out, this mic hand better not move. You better grab it with that other hand and do what the hell you got to do. But that mic hand don't move. And again, because they don't like her, that's what was getting on their nerves. Keely actually can dance, and yes, she was right.
She was the best dancer of her.
She was the best. Her and Shamari, two best dancers out of there. Point blank. Period. So of course, Misha and Irish get pissed off. They tired of practicing. They don't want nothing else to do with it. They go on about their business upstairs. That's when Broken Promises take her ass downstairs and is talking shit about them with the door wide open. Misha and Irish hear them. Misha and Irish being the hood rat, Newport smoking, brown liquor drinking ass females that they are. Goddamn black hair, weave glue wearing ass females that they are. Long Island iced tea and incense drinking ass females that they are. They went downstairs and was like, look here, if you're gonna talk about me to my face. Don't talk about me behind my back. Like, let me know what's going on. The way Irish walked up on them, I thought Iris was gonna swing and hit the girl the way she walked up on here. I'm sure they have a headset microphone as well. I'm sure they do. You know, Carlos set it up. Carlos was like, "Hey, go get me some Iris right now," and had them purposely place them right there on them stairs just so they could hear everything that was going on. Carlos knew exactly what it was that he was doing. So, of course, that sets them off. They go downstairs. They get into this big-ass argument, and one of the twins said something disrespectful about, Lord, please let her calm down. Don't let her blood pressure get high. That was fucked up. It was funny, but it was really messed up. I was like, dang, she didn't have to say that. And when Misha was like, you don't have to make fun of my blood pressure, that's what made me bust out laughing. I'm like, Misha, you didn't make it so bad. You just validated everything that she doggone said. Well, of course, it just escalates from there. Nivea's pissed off at this point. Nivea's like, you know what, forget this. You know, I'm out. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Nivea goes upstairs to pack up her things. She tells them, don't bring no cameras up here. I don't want to talk to nobody. I don't want to do it. I'm going to swing on all these hoes. Trust and believe I'll do it. So what do? They take the cameras and the mic and the twins right on up there to Nivea's room where she told them not to go. And Nivea snaps, and I don't blame her. I was here for everything that happened afterwards. Nivea went and she got up on them twins. She got up in them twins. Don't leave them alone. Walk up on me. Don't walk up on me. Bitch, because I don't do this. And broken promises is like, bitch, her whole Karen came out. Okay. The whole Karen came out. She got scared. I'm sure she had a trickle of piss down her leg before the night was over because she got it in her damn face. And I was proud of her. I was here for everything afterwards. Just that Misha and Irish been in the game longer than Keely. They should know the type of stuff that they want. Exactly. That's why I say Keely wasn't wrong. She was just annoying, and they don't like her. So that's what made it bad for them. But again, with them having been, but you know what was crazy? Since watching the Encore, you know, the government is always listening to us. Now all these old 702 videos are starting to come up on my recommendations. Not none that I done ever searched out to look for. Now all of these old videos are starting to come up, and I've been looking at the old videos.
Algorithm, and Auntie, it's called algorithm. So they are your choices of words. They are doing that. You're not. This is not.
I know that. Boo, I've been doing this. Boo, I know that. What I'm saying is, if you look back at some of the old concert performances, you see they got a problem with that microphone always moving it when they sing it.
Yeah,
so
you Keely, that's like that. Yeah.
Keely was trying to help them with that because, like I said, you look at some of their old concert performances, they got, especially Irish. Irish had that really, really bad. So I see why Keely was getting on their ass for that. But again, Nivea got mad. She was about 2 seconds off a spider monkey jumping on goddamn anybody's ass. Anybody can pause
on your back.
She packed up her stuff. She got the hell on up out of here. At that point, that sends off Misha. Misha was already sitting on G. She was just waiting on O. And they end up getting into it. They almost, get into altercations and all that. And what pissed me off about the twins is when Misha did go out there and was like, I'll take the both of y'all down. Blah, 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 blah. Why does it have to even come to that? I don't understand. And true enough, I'm not a person that promotes violence in any way, shape, form, or matter. I don't feel like nobody needs to get hit or deserves to get hit. But I absolutely understand why people get hit. And a lot of people may not understand that. It just could be from different environments, different ways of different, atmospheres that you've grown up in. But for the twins to provoke and provoke and provoke and provoke
and
as
press
much
the button,
as they
press the button,
do,
press the button, press the
and
button,
expect for somebody to not eventually blow up. I don't get that. I don't get that. And I don't get how you can validate and be like, oh, they don't know how to handle this. And they don't know. I don't get how you can validate that.
This is the other side of the coin, Auntie. I'm not going to tell somebody when I'm going to hit them. I'm not going to be like, I'm about to hit you. I'm upset. No, if you offend me and don't that I have to defend myself, you're not going to get an explanation. You're not going to get a written note. You're getting bloop at that point.
On sight.
So
and that's just what it
Misha,
is.
what she did was like when she was leaving, I'm leaving. I'm so upset. This and that. And it's no. If I felt that point of me defending myself, I'm leaving the house after I teach that person a lesson.
Yeah. And I do appreciate that once Carlos found out that Misha and Irish were ready to go, he wanted to personally come there himself and tell them goodbye. You know, all the ladies, you know, said their goodbyes. Even freaking Fat came over.
No. Carlos King is like M-Lot Shamalot. This nigga like to have her. He like appears in all the shit that he does.
He knew that Aubrey was leaving and he knew that Nivea was leaving, and the production could have kept them girls there. But I do appreciate that he did come there.
And he's a therapist now. And
no, he can't. But
you
I appreciate
the whole drama.
Coming there.
What the fuck are you talking about?
People's face. Exactly. She did want to slam them doggone twins, and I wasn't doggone mad at them. So they said their goodbyes. Oh, what were you finna say? Go ahead.
I was saying. That's what I said. There was something more to that. Because if you look at that scene, let's be for real. You look at that scene. The twins, they really say nothing to Misha for her to get pop off like that. They didn't say nothing to her.
It was something
in their own home, and they was laughing about something else. Misha thought they was laughing at her because she was outside. I can't kiss cameras in my face. And she said, "Oh, B, y'all can hear me." And it was like, okay, yeah, but you was on one for something else. Yes, because that argument still is fresh. So
that's what they want. Yes, that's what she was on.
But outside at that particular scene, they didn't say nothing to the Misha and Irish. They didn't say nothing to them. They was talking amongst themselves. So she popped off because she wanted to pop off because I think she wanted to leave. When she know that Nivea left, all that stuff like that. And you know what? It's too much. I'm probably not gonna get much.
Yeah,
exactly. Right now. You know what? I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna leave myself because now it's down to the wire. It's not gonna be conducive for me to stay here anymore. So I think she took that her point and say, you know what? It's my mental state, it's my mental health and everything. She feels she's not valued anymore, so she wanted to leave. So she used that as an excuse that she leave, but that wasn't the reason why she leave. I think she left because she knew she was gonna leave now. So and then Irish said, and I would say Irish, I said you couldn't stay. I mean, that's the problem. Because the last time happened with the group, Misha had an issue that Mila was taking the lead. But that's not Mila's fault. Mila had the best voice, and that production and team that made Mila in the front. But Irish was in the middle. Irish one said, "I'm fine being in the background." Boop, pop, pop, pop. She was fine.
Yeah, she was all right with that.
So that's why I was like, "Why Irish is so upset now when she was fine being in the background? Just stay background now." So you could have.
And it should be no problem. Yeah,
that's because her sister left, so it was fine.
Yeah, she
Where's the lie? Where's the lie?
I feel like Irish was done when they had that listening party. So Irish was just waiting. So the fact that Misha was like, "I'm done," she was like, "Okay, well, cool. Yeah, I'm done too. I'm going with my sister. I'm going with my sister." And like you said, Misha, she was just waiting on something, waiting on anything. She was like, "Oh, are y'all hoes laughing? Fuck this shit. I'm finna get the fuck on out of here. I'm finna let these hoes know how I feel and blah 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 blah." And then she just leaves. So you know, the freaking frat came over, gave him a little fake ass hug, little fake ass cry. I didn't believe it at all. I really didn't. And then after they leave, then the twins are like, "Do y'all know why they left? Why did they leave? They left because of y'all. They left because of y'all. Let's not play stupid, none of that." So after they leave, of course, Sita comes and lets them know that they have to vote on a new queen. They vote on a new queen, and it's Felicia. Her new goal of the house is that she just wants to make great music, what they already supposed to have been doing. You bitches had, 25 days to do that? Y'all been sitting up here playing doggone around. So Cosign comes back to the house. He formally apologizes to all the ladies. And then he starts to play the music again. They start to get back into the groove of things. And then that once again, he's playing his version and not the version that the ladies want him to play. And then that's when
that Cosign, I don't know what he's doing with this music, because his version sounds very dry as hell. I said, what is going on?
It sounds like he's trying to cater to the sound of what music goes for.
I can bring it up.
Let's give the queen with the bad attitude. She's trying to do something different. He's trying to manufacture what is popular right now. And the twin.
That dry, boring ass thing he trying to put on the loud.
His was boring,
Because
and that's why she's
the twins version. those are the version people like to hear. That not the version that he's trying to play. So what he's trying to do, I don't buy that. So
yeah, I'm not buying it either. And I understand where she came from, but her attitude makes
righteous. Again, and that would have been a perfect point when he was like, when they were playing Pam's song, and they stopped Pam's song, and that's when Broken Promises was like, well, I think that we should have a part where we're highlighting the crescendo of the music, and then another part where we're highlighting the crescendo of of Pam's voice. And he was like, well, this is how the production works. You have a demo, then you bring it here and you do here. That again would have been a perfect opportunity of, okay, well, this is what you want. This is what I want. I feel like will sound better. Even if it's a point to where they can't come to a common ground, I do feel like him as the producer, you should go with what your singers want to sing, because they're going to put that passion behind what it is they want to sing.
They're going to give you what you want, 1,000%. They're going to give you what
you sounded like a whole ass demo.
She didn't like the sound that she was playing. Even Pam
you can't pigeonhole anybody as an artist. You can't pigeonhole them in a sound of rapper or singer and be like, I want you to sound like this. I want you to do this, that. No, that is how you get kicked in the face. And this is my voice. This is my artistry. And that's what he did. Remember, pardon me, Auntie, I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, okay.
But remember that this is reality TV, so they're doing everything for us to entertain us.
To keep that going. Oh yeah.
In real respect, he would have got like kicked out the room. Oh God.
No. So of course they have a talk from there, and again, Felicia's feeling disrespected, and it's just the whole cycle of the whole thing going over and over and over again. All of this drama, this arguing is taken away from the music. Was this the last 3 episodes? We ain't heard no singing. Not singing.
None.
And that's I want to hear the singing.
That's why I said in the beginning of this review that if you're gonna continue on with the show and you want people to still be on a hot train with this set, you gotta have the balance. Yeah. You had the balance in the beginning, and it just went downhill because it kept going, arguing. A lot of us who were viewing it is like, oh, really?
I don't want to hear that shit. I want to hear some music.
Like, had the balance. It could be authentic.
Drop the album, exactly. Drop the album.
Drama in between of the music, production, clothes styling, group style, all that stuff. We could see the process of forming a girl group. Not too much other thing. Yes, you had drama, but you should have in between of it. But when you forfeit the drama and less of the music, it kills the authenticity of the show. It kills it.
Are you going to talk about the styling?
That's what we're getting ready to get to right now. Yep, that's what I'm getting ready to get right to right now. So after they get into it, they have their little, I don't even know if anything was resolved from that, aside from, them still being mad, still being in their own feelings and, whoop-de-whoop, yada, yada, yada. So it comes to them seeing styling or getting the wardrobe together, how they're going to look cohesive together as a group. Child, when they told Pam, we got some turtlenecks in here for you, I about died. The disrespect and the shade of it all. No, you will not have me looking like a big butch queen in a goddamn turtleneck in the ATL shouted in the middle of this panorama heat. Are you for real?
What was that?
Listen, I know I'm a butch queen, but look here, you're not gonna put me in no hot ass church for that.
I think he was being condescending when he said that.
He was. He was. And
he was very mean.
She picked that up too, because she was like, nah, I don't want no, in Jesus' name. God bless you, though. No, I don't want no doggone turtleneck, because she wanted to get on him for it. I seen that. Now, all the ladies do have their own little style, their own little vibe. Like Shamari wants sexy tomboy. The twins, I don't know what the twins said that they wanted. And then Pam just wants to be like chill, groove. So none of their... They already don't have a look, appearance to them as a group. So now when it comes to this whole wardrobe thing, I don't see how that's gonna work at all. Because like the twins said, Shamari looking like Beyonce, and them other two is looking like two Farrahs on the side.
It's not their fault either or that Shamari has her vocal and look together. It's not.
Renee, say check your IG when you can, so Neale.
That's someone else's jealousy. When she comes in there and she's together, that's y'all's jealousy. You're viewing her. You're judging her. So if I can come in with the whole package, let me come in. Don't tell me that I am not able to do so because you are not able to rise to the occasion.
Shamari just want to make some music, and after she makes some music, go home to her fine ass husband and her beautiful kids and live her beautiful life. And I ain't mad at Shamari. She ain't got time for none of that. One thing that I did skip over, I apologize, I did skip over that, is there was a point where the twins go in there and they tell Keely that they're possibly going to need a 5th member of the group. Now it's at the end of this episode where Keely gets on the phone with her husband.
She was like,
but that's what she always wanted, though, right?
No, her husband sounds like a Sam Egypt from.
No, I think
that's what she wanted, though, right?
May one part of the group, but I think she was hell bent on being a creative director, because if you know that Carlos King did tell her she was going to be a creative director, he just didn't tell other ladies.
That's true. That's true.
Afterwards.
Exactly.
So I don't think she wanted to be so much part of the group. That's why she was like, "Oh my God, made me feel like a hypocrite." But now she's feeling hard work because she's like, everybody's leaving. Nivea left, Aubrey left, just like that. Then now they need me, and it's like because.
Nah, bitch, they need a baritone.
Be the fucking director.
They need a baritone.
Yeah, that's the saying. So now it's like, and she had the best dance. She's the best dancer of the house. She's the best dancer. So it's like they need.
I don't know how she is. And Shamari is a better dancer than her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see how that's going. I mean, right now, like I said,
it's either somebody. I think this tomorrow, maybe somebody might be leaving again or something. I don't know.
Really?
I don't know. It is, but they say, "Oh, we can't do this again." So what? I don't know what that means, but something happened. Then they said, "Oh, we can't do this again." I said, "Can't do what again?"
Here we go.
Again, my theory, allegedly, I believe that Carlos King set up them to break the group down to 4. Okay, and a lot of the artists are going to be like, "I'm not going to be on this track because it's not well produced. The vocals are good." Me being them being in their respects who they are as singers and platinum recording artists and so on and so forth, they're going to be like, "I'm not going to be on this because this is trash." So they kind of set us up for failure, us thinking that there's going to be this whole dynamic. In reality, they know that these bitches ain't going to even be on the album.
But Carlos did say that they were releasing some music,
though.
He
said he's going to release some music. And
he said it's going to be some music.
And we will be surprised. So whoever's left, maybe they'll sound good. Because Shamari does have a good voice. The twins doesn't sound bad. And Pam has a unique voice. So those 4 could work. But I think from a balance standpoint, that's what I guess they was asking Broken Promises part of the group. Because not just the dance R&B, they have to have dance too. And they need to have more dancers.
That's true.
So like that. So I guess that's what they said. 5 girls would have been good. But it just sound off. It's bad.
I'm curious to see how this is going to turn.
I need to listen. Like I was just comparing contrast when I was telling Miz the other day about the family show he was talking about with they have to.
What family show?
What is it? The one, the ring, the
ring on it?
Or Family Fiance? What?
Yeah. And then I researched it, and I remember I was telling you that I think that they should have an after story. But after
Family Fiance, about that.
I found a lot of them being scammers. Like they want to be YouTubers, they want to be Facebookers, you know. And I was going to send that to you. I'll send that to you because remember, I have my secret.
Okay, yeah. I love it.
But no, I think that there's always a motive to the mayhem. There's always a motive behind it. So what they show us, you know, is not always what they show us. Remember, this is reality TV, and we love it. We love the fuck out of it.
We're here for it. We are here for all of it.
But the thing is that we got to understand that they put these people in these situations to trigger us. Like everybody leaving, like I was like, nah. You got how many bitches in the house? Somebody leaving. You got a group of what? 8+ women, it's not working. That.
Yep.
Yeah, I know
Come
that.
on, that's not even gonna work. That's not even gonna work. And not to mention that, like, and this is another thing I discovered, Miz and Auntie MoMo. The other ones besides Shamari is not, nor is Pam, but all the other girls are mad because Nivea has the platform right now. Nivea has the platform. She is reinvigorating herself right now on social media. The other Fallon nor Felicia are doing it because they're badass attitudes. Nor is because her badass attitude.
But
And
Shamari
Shamari good.
Yeah.
She
I don't
good.
think Shamari worried about it, and I don't think Pam even cares. Pam trying to get in good with the Lord. I don't think she cares about that social media. It's them twins. That's them doggone twins right there. I'm anxious to see. Hopefully tomorrow is the finale, and we hear some doggone music, because if tomorrow is not the finale and it's just another episode of arguing, I will be so irritated by it because I don't want to hear it. I just want to hear some music. At this point, I just want it to be done. I just want to hear the songs.
Yes,
I don't want to see no behind the scenes or nothing.
I don't want Carlos King to try to do no male version of this show.
Nope, I'm good.
It's gonna be ghetto as fuck. They're gonna be fighting because
male version might be good though, child. Give me a little eye candy, something to look at, child.
That's it. I can, but I don't want the violence. I don't want fucking. I don't want fucking JoJo and KC fighting.
I don't think they introduced it as a finale because they usually would say it season finale.
Yeah,
they would say it. I think they said next week.
2 more episodes. Oh Lord, I don't want to hear no 2 more episodes of no arguing. I bet you that. I bet you I don't.
Nah.
I bet
Where's the album? Where's the album? Please drop the album. Where's the album? Please drop it.
But y'all, moving on from that, y'all, we are going to get into Love and Hip Hop ATL, shawty. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. It has been boring as hell. It's been boring, y'all. I'm sorry. Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, when it first came on the scene, it gave what needed to be given every episode. These last ones, they just been boring as hell. I looked it up. The finale is 8/11.
Yeah, that's next week. Yeah.
Well, bitch, wake me up next week then. Dang, I sure appreciate that, Aaliyah.
You know what? I think Atlanta is going a different direction. I think all of the future franchise, I think the New York, when they come back with New York, Miami, Hollywood, I think they will go with the same direction. I think they try and change up the image.
Is that what
I think Mona's not doing this. I think somebody else is producing this season. I think her name is on. I think they say somebody else is producing this season. So you could tell that the direction has going, that it's trying to be more of not too much drama filled, but more of story wise of something that we could talk about. You know, more we watch Love and Hip Hop. It's not like we don't go for the storyline. We go for the ratchetness.
Yeah, but even the storylines.
It's like more of metal, kind of realistic story.
Okay, bro, you can't just drop somebody in a story and be like, "This is my story," and run with it. We have to
tell this is you could tell how the story are wise. It's more realistic, kind of how they used to be. More before it was like more ratchetness. So it's like storylines like that. So even though you might think it's fake, they change the atmosphere of the mood of the story wise. So it's not too much ratchetness like we thought it could be. It had a little sprinkle of it, but not as much. So they're trying to change it. I think that's why it's kind of boring to us because it's not what we used to.
Okay, yeah, you're right, but make it make sense. Make the story make sense. There you go. That's it. Drop anybody in between.
Make it make sense, but it's a different direction. That's what's kind of boring.
Big Fish is doing it now.
Yeah, that's what it is. Different direction. So it may be.
Oh, that's
you know what?
New York. That's what I'm saying. It has a different atmosphere. It's not as it was. That's what make it seem like what? That's not Love and Hip Hop. That's not how we used to.
It's now that you say that. It has the Black Ink Crew feel to it.
Yeah,
where
it has the Donna feel. It has like the Caesar feel.
Well, it in the sense of the storylines of sort of they don't make sense, but they're forced, but not so much forced. But it's it's a storyline, but it's not really entertainment. But this is what we have, so we're gonna try to, play off of this some sort of way. I don't know, but I can see that. I'm tired of Kirk and Rashida. Let's talk about that. Okay, let's go ahead and get into this, y'all. So
please talk about it. Talk about it right now.
So it starts off. We are just hearing about the passing of DMX, and Kirk and his son Kai. Is it Kai? Yeah, Kai. They're on their way out to New York because they're a part of the DMX Rough Rider send off. That Rough Rider send off was everything. It was so beautiful.
I wish I was there.
God, I wish I could have
I
been
told you I was a Rough Rider head. I wish I was there. The four-wheels, all that. Let's go.
That. We meet this new chick. I didn't get her name. What's her name, Mizzle?
Rennie Rucci.
Who?
Rennie Rucci.
Rennie Rucci.
Rennie Rucci. Yeah. Rennie Rucci. She's the MC.
I was right. I thought I would say her name wrong, but she said it. It's Rennie Rucci.
No, you said Rennie Rucci. She's supposed to be a new.
And what does she do? She's just Is she a stripper, rapper, stripper?
Like
it's nothing.
It's funny how she said, "Oh, my sound is making a staple point for people now." I said,
"No, she said, you know what it is? She sounds like Megan, and she looks like Mulatto."
Yep.
That's she's a Mulatto. That's exactly what she is. She looks like Megan. Exactly. Sounds like Megan. She looks like Mulatto.
She looks like a palm armor. Like when I and Eliminate together.
A rapper.
She looks like that.
The girl who be stealing raps. Is that what she do, Aaliyah? You said
she did say in this episode that at TikTok she was taking other past artists. I think Beat or something like that. And that's how she got discovered. She got discovered by using other people's stuff. Yeah. And then she came out. That's what she
did. See, when I seen her pop on the screen, I started scrolling through my shit again because it just was not interesting. I did appreciate the fact that she said she's a mother. She's a single mother. Her boyfriend is in prison for 5 years. He just went to prison he just got locked up, only been locked up for like five months or something, but he got 5 years. He has been there for her and her kids because her kids' father, they're not in their lives. And so he has been the father that they have known for so many years. And so she goes and has some drinks at her mother's lounge because her mother helps her to watch her kids whenever she's on the road because that is her primary source of income. It's her making, walkthroughs in the club and appearances and stuff like that. So she goes to her mother's lounge and it really it's fun. They look like a family lounge where you just go kick back. Everybody's just chilling, drinking, chit-chatting, talking about Aunt Pam's new boyfriend or some shit, right? Mm-hmm. And so her kids are there, and so she's talking with her kids, and she asks her kids if they talk to their daddy. And the little boy says, "Nah, I ain't talking to him because I don't like him." Because he was talking about the boyfriend. And so, she has a moment there with the kids where they're talking about that. Again, it was cute, mama moment. Wasn't a whole lot to it.
Kids is adorable, handsome and beautiful daughter. I didn't see her face, but I say that kids is beautiful. I think it's sad to see they face so mellow when they talk about their father. I say,
there was no emotion. Yes, right.
And then I said, Rennie Rucci. If he wasn't there for this first one, and you have a second one for the same
why
guy,
would you, girl?
Why do you put yourself through it? And now he got 2 kids that he's not there for, and they both don't like him. And I said, it's just sad.
But you know why? You know why? It's because the Ching Ching. She's not having.
The baby father is to have money. We don't know about him. We just know.
We don't know nothing about. Yeah, I thought. Yeah, we don't know about him.
And not to mention that she's raising these kids off of being piggy banks. These kids is piggy banks.
For who though? Because she don't
know the baby father.
The baby father is not in the life.
Boyfriend. That's not the kid's father. That's the boyfriend she's talking about. We don't know the kid's father.
That's what she's telling us on the social media. But what in realization. No, that's why no.
But we can't make that assumption though. We don't
know.
Because
her kid's father is not in their life at all. She said that the kid's father, they don't have nothing to do with their kids or with the baby father don't have nothing to do. And you know her in real life or something? Or you know something we don't know? Give us the tea.
Oh, she said he's a deadbeat.
Yeah, she said he's a deadbeat and he don't do nothing for them kids. That's why she's out grinding and her mother has to be the one that watches the kids when she's out on the road because he don't do nothing. And it's the boyfriend who's a rapper who the boyfriend has money. The boyfriend is the rapper. That's the boyfriend that's in jail. And so he the one that's been there taking care of them kids. From what she say, unless you know something we don't know, child. If you know some tea, let us know some tea.
That's what I'm saying. If you know some about the
what
baby,
you know?
Okay, I'm gonna say this respectfully. You know how have y'all been fishing before? Like crab fishing?
Yeah. What?
Crab fishing.
No, I haven't, but
okay.
Give me the analogy though.
Let me enunciate. Crab fishing.
Okay.
Okay, you know how you throw a net out?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And then you pull up everything and the crabs are on the net.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a lot of baby moms that have been crab fishing. So they throw the net out, meaning the box, and anybody that
who want to get it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're catching. They're catching.
You say
that means you love the nigga. Fuck the child.
So she's a loose box that got 2 kids out of him. That's what she's saying.
No, I'm saying
that's what you're saying.
No, okay, I'll be blatant. She's catching niggas that she feels that has money, dead, alive, or in jail. Via them, their mothers, fathers. She's fishing. So
how do we know that though?
I know that because it's a regular practice.
It can be, but
but how do you know that about her though?
Anything about him? If she said, if she said that, oh well, I had a baby father who has a lot of money, who's not there around, who just give us
right,
then that's something different. But she didn't mention anything. She just said he's a deadbeat who's not there for his kids.
Okay,
so it could be possibility, but we need to know more about him.
There are a million men in the world, but when you go to next rapper, nigga, next rapper, next MC, the next person.
But
we don't
dated rappers before. She said the first rapper she dated was this guy who's in
jail. She's never dated a rapper.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know anything about it, so we can't make that assumption that
I'm just gonna say it as a woman, you can't put it out there and just make the assumption that she out here fucking to have a kid by a rapper. If literally our first time meeting her literally was her on the screen, her introducing herself, her saying that she done stole beats off of TikTok, she got 2 kids and the daddy ain't in their life. This dude that's in jail is the first rapper that she's ever been with, and he helps her with her kids. He's been there. Her mama helps her. I just where would we get out of that she's a hoe and she's looking to have kids for money? Where do we get that from?
She's a hoe. No one said that. I didn't say she was a hoe. First of all, let's make that clear. This is alleged. Okay, let's make that clear. But we know in California, it's this small for you to hop on pop.
But you didn't say allegedly. You made it seem
like right, and that's in California. What that got to do with her in Atlanta, though?
You knew that he was money. That's what it's like. Hold up, we didn't know that.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's not. It's nothing for you to hop on pop within the segment of who you have to be in those secular arenas. You know what I'm saying? Those arenas to meet those type of people. She is respectfully a mother, but she is a hop on pop.
Okay. I guess you need to give.
Brittany is 29. Her kids are 13.
If you ask Nipsey Hussle's former wife about hop on pop, she'll let you know.
If you ask who?
Nipsey Hussle's wife before he died. She'll let you know about hop on pop.
Okay.
So just look it up. Her name is Lauren.
Yeah, we know who she is.
I know, right?
She'll tell you about Hop on Pop. She'll tell you about it.
So is he related to Rennie? Did he teach her the game?
She know what Hop on Pop is, bro. Come on, who taught her the game?
I'm just saying, I don't think it is fair at all to make an assumption
that's
that
what I'm
she's
saying.
out
It's
here crabbing to get rappers.
You know, but based on the location, but we don't know anything about the background. So we could just say that the guy is a deadbeat. Until she gives us more, then we could determine that, oh yes, maybe she did something more and got him for money.
When you got multiple kids by people that are famous.
She has 2 kids by one man that has never been a rapper. What? I don't know. I don't know if this is clear.
His fame does not equate to him being a rapper.
His
but you made an assumption that he has money. We don't know anything about him. That's what we saying. That's what we saying. That's what I'm saying. You come up with coming out of that.
It's not have to be a rapper to her equate to him having money.
Yeah, but we ain't say that.
I know, bro. I'm quite clear of that. But I'm trying to be reasonable and respectful with it. You don't have to fuck the rapper to get into the money.
But you don't know if she fucked for money. That's
what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. How do we
about that?
What?
Because we don't know nothing. We just know.
I have a question. What about her? What did she say that made you automatically know that she was out here, crabbing to see who she could get for this money, so she could have, a nigga with money to, whatever. What did she say, or what did she do?
It's what she said.
What did she say?
It's what she said, which was nothing. She shouldn't have said anything. She should not have been going to the blogs, going to anyone to express her feelings when you are already kept down, when you're already good. Okay? That's one. Okay? I wish my husband was here right now so he can break it down. 1, you don't tell where your money's coming from. 2, your baby dad ain't doing good. It's called the court of judicial systems. You can go and get your child support. You can go get your alimony, so on and so forth. Why are you on social media explaining to people okay, this is why I'm gonna shut up.
So you're going behind what she's saying in her post. You on her page.
I don't think there's a reason why there should be a post. Period. There should be no post.
That's what I'm saying. What she's saying? That's what me and Auntie Mama want to know. What is she saying that got you saying that? That's what I'm saying. So,
I'm sorry, I got lost.
I'm like, I know what you're coming from. I'm staying numb. I'm like,
he was in prison from 2010 to 2018. So could she get child support? I don't know. This makes my head hurt.
We're gonna see more her background story, and then maybe hopefully
and we'll get some more clarity from that. Moving on, y'all. We're gonna get
not gonna get any clarity because these motherfuckers keep shit under locks. That's why I'm keeping my mouth closed. You're not gonna get any clarity in California. You'll get clarity in Florida before you'll get clarity in California.
I didn't write it down. What's the little chocolate melanated girl's name?
Amaretta the Great.
Amaretta. Amaretta Sour. Amaretta. Her name matches her skin color. Doesn't it? She is so pretty. But this is another storyline that I feel like is very forced, because every time with her, it's the same goddamn thing. You was putting the nigga before us. I'm mad at you because you was putting the nigga before us.
Okay. Say about that. Because it agitated me, that scene.
It was getting on my nerves. It really was.
I think the sister, the mom, and everything, let's be for real. In real life, if you went through something and you know that's your truth, that's what you would go about. Mm-hmm. How you go? Someone gonna tell you that's not what you experienced. That's not your truth. That's not how you went through. So no matter we on TV or not, let's think for TV. If I experience you, let's say I experienced someone beating me, then so I told Neale about that, and he gonna tell me, oh, that's not true. He's not like that. How you know? That's my experience. So for you to downplay my experience and say I didn't go through that, she grew up in the house. Her sister agitated me because she said, that's not it. That's not it. You need to get over that. Why you put a diss track? And I said, because you left the house. She and the younger brother deal with the consequences. You was not there. For you to say that she didn't experience that, you was wrong. And I was like Khadijah for saying that. It's like, oh, that's not what it is. That's not true. Why you gonna keep saying that? I said, if she expressed her music, expressed her frustration in her music, that's her outlet. A lot of artists these days, Mary J. Blige, Faith Evans, a lot of sing songs based on experiences in their songs, and we feel it. So what's wrong to do this track if her mom was somebody that was the source of her pain? So why will you downplay that? And the mom always say, oh, well, just because she said, well, she never said I put my kids in front of you. She didn't say that. Her action shows it. Her action shows it. So it gets me off that Khadijah and the mom was trying to downplay that she's overall saying that she's delusional on television. No, it came for a reason. You were putting the guy before your kids. And the younger brother said it. He said, it's true. So Khadijah, get out of here.
Aaliyah, I said the exact same thing. When that cousin first I was like, why does she keep dwelling on? I mean, not dwelling on. It's just the same thing. You put a nigga before us. You put a nigga before us. And in my way, I'm thinking like, how did she give y'all popcorn and this nigga had McDonald's? Or like, how does she put him before y'all? And in a lot of ways, I know how that can happen. Hey, I got family that did all this other bullshit. But when that cousin said she knows what she did, I felt like, I wonder if it's something else that Amaretta don't feel comfortable saying. Yeah. And that mama knows it because that mama was giving me that tease and that vibe when she kept saying, I'm not going to admit to none of that. I'm not going to admit that I did that.
Because she want her business on television. So don't get on the show with your daughter if you don't want it out there. That's her pain.
That's what I said.
Where's Amaretta from originally?
Atlanta. She's from Atlanta, Georgia. That thick ass Atlanta accent, you can barely understand. They have to put subtitles because you can barely understand her accent is so thick. I was thinking that too. It's something else that Amaretta does not feel comfortable saying. And sooner or later, if her and her mama keep going back and forth arguing like that, and the mama keeps denying or denouncing whatever happened, Amaretta gonna get pushed to the point and she's gonna say it. And it's gonna blow up even more.
She already dropped a diss track to her mama, so she's already there.
But you never know. That boyfriend could have did something to her.
Well,
that boyfriend could have made her feel uncomfortable.
That she wasn't protected.
That's when that cousin said she knows what she did. I started thinking about just a lot of shit from my own life. Just a lot of shit. She mad because she wasn't protected for something in some sort of way. I don't know if he made her feel uncomfortable because he was looking at her. He touched her. He tried to get close to her in some sort of way. He propositioned her in some sort of way. And he just made her uncomfortable. And she tried to go to her mama and tell her mama that. And her mama was like, either that.
Like off the top of my head.
She ignored it, or again, her mother said that didn't happen because you never know. This boyfriend could have been, the savior that came in and took care of the household.
And that's what I'm saying. We cannot be, especially plaguing a lot of Black families. We know how what it's see. If we not personally saw it, we see someone go through it. We know how females pick their man over their children.
Yeah.
So don't try to act like this is so far-fetched. It's not happening. Why you left the house, Khadijah? Why you was not the house?
That's another thing.
Experience that. So you fact that say that she's not there, she didn't experience that. No, so you know what's up, mom. So don't try to act like she was all delusional because you're on TV because you want to act so clear.
You learned that from Iyanla.
The image. Your mom did some foul stuff, and Amaretta and the younger boy experienced that. Now you probably left that house at the right time, so you won't experience that.
Just
The
gonna
fact
say
that
that.
Bro, her mom let the shit happen. Her mom knew the shit was happening and let it happen.
Mm-hmm.
She knew it. And that's what she won't go up here saying some damage shit about her mom picking up the man over. That's her experience. And it's hurting her.
That or maybe something possibly either something was getting ready to happen with that oldest sister, or something maybe did happen with that older sister, and she hurried up and got the fuck out of there before it went even further to where it could have gone. And so it maybe that could be a sort of a way of the sister,
a catalyst to
like, no, that didn't happen. Now you didn't go through this. It didn't happen, when really she could have experienced something very similar. And her way of dealing with it is, no, I'm gonna deny it. I'm gonna deny it. It didn't happen. And if you come out saying that this happened, then I gotta come out and say what happened to me. You know, we never know. All this is allegedly. We just making some shit up. But what we do know is that something is not right. Like when they went, the sister and the brother, like I said, trying to sit down and talk with them. Then they go to like this, like a record room where they go and they just, tear up a bunch of stuff to get all their emotions out. And they couldn't even make it through that because, again, the mama, the Amaretta's trying to tell her, like, look, I'm a pretend like this is his face. And she was like, mama was like, good, better his face than mine. And again, it's like, mama, you don't pick up little things.
You have to understand that she facilitated that. She allowed that man to be comfortable in her house on the aggression of her children. So her children are now telling her about the man she invited in the house. They're telling her, we were uncomfortable with him, but the mom is so in love with this man, said man. But she is so, I don't even know if we call it naive. You're not naive at this point, right?
No, she's not naive. She's denial.
No.
She's denial.
Yeah, in denial. There's no about it. She's in denial.
In our Black community, that we choose to deny instead of speak the truth.
Absolutely.
And that's why you go people family might go, oh, that's a crazy one, this, that, because she keeps saying the same thing over and nobody's not listening. Y'all know the truth, but y'all hiding it. So exactly. I know the truth. That's what it got me upset. Even though I'm upset too. I ain't like that.
It was messed up.
The point that she allowed any process of abuse, mental, physical, and unfortunately sexual abuse. I'm still about to cry. She should have checked herself a long time ago.
She should have a long time ago, yeah. But like there was something that was going on with that. But I don't know. I pray for them, and I hope nothing did happen to that girl. And at the end of the day, I know we cannot pick and choose who our parents are, but you only got one mama. And that's the thing that I hate when people say. I actually hate when people say that you only got one mama. Yeah, but a lot of times that one mama can be real fucked up. She can be real messed up.
Human and got your peace.
Yeah.
That person is your cause for the service and not your peace. You not to let that go, whether parent or no parent.
Right.
You gotta choose your peace, and you got one life. Yeah, just because you got one parent, mom, you got one life. So if that person is not going to accept the fact that she did something wrong for you, you gotta let it go. You gotta keep your distance. You can still love her.
She does. And if for nothing else, I just feel like as a mother, even if you don't agree with what her feelings are, you cannot dismiss what she felt. Those are her feelings, and all she wants her mama to do is to recognize, I see that you hurt. I see that I was not there for you the way that you needed me to be, regardless if I think I was there all the time. I was not there for you the way that you felt like you needed me to be there, and I am sorry for that. That's all she wants. You can have your toes and fingers crossed behind your back the whole time. All she wants to hear is you say that. That's it.
I don't know what's up with that mom. That mom was sitting that scene, looked like she was an AARP teenager. She was acting like she was part of the cast member. What the hell you dressing like you was a freaking younger than Amaretta? It's like you.
And that says a lot too.
Why you act like you trying to stuck in the past?
That says a lot too.
You stuck in the past. Why is she dressing like that? Act like she's a teenager.
That says a whole lot too. Just That just says a whole lot. That shows you where her mentality, and it speaks volumes when she speaks. Like she got like a little grin on her face the whole time, and like I don't know if it was just nerves or what, but you arguing with a grin on your face, and I mean it was just a whole lot. And again, I know that they going through it, but for Amaretta, this is your first time coming out. This is us being introduced to you on Love and Hip Hop. I hate for this to be your storyline. Like,
yes, Auntie, you have to understand, to be responsible and respectful to Amaretta herself as the individual, not her mama and nobody in between. Her artistry of wanting to be a rapper is a form of poetry. It's you dead ass telling what, you know what I'm saying, you don't want nobody here. Mm-hmm. So what happened to her? The aggression of it, the gravitas behind it, the tone of voice behind it is a person that was hurt, that is trying to get through their discomfort. Erykah Badu said it the best. We're artists. We're sensitive about our shit.
Yep.
So therefore, you have to be sensitive about what you speak for. We speak about sensitive nature. And you already see what she's going through. And it's kind of sad. I don't want her to be on no show like that. But we can see where she's coming from, why she's going to be a great artist, why she's going to lay good bars, you know what I'm saying? She's going to make good music. But this right here is not the point to take your bra off or say, I'm woman, I'm free. Reality TV is not that.
Yep.
It's not that. Keep your bra on. You have different avenues. But again, I hope everybody heard me. She is just speaking her mind, and and I don't think that the reality TV, her mama needs to go, her brother needs to go, everybody needs to go, and I think she should just do it artistically and speak her, drop it in bars, and that's why she has a diss track towards her mama. It's not in fucking vain. Her mama did her foul in one way, shape, or form that we can't see as people. I'm tired of preaching on this shit. Is somebody making fried chicken?
Oh, you so silly. We finna move on, y'all, real quick. Safari's mama is so super cute, y'all. Safari's mama came, gave him some good mama advice that and again, I appreciate a good Jamaican, West Indian, Haitian mama because they gonna hold their kids to a higher standard and they sons. Hey, what's going on, cutest button? And if you are wrong, especially if you're wrong the way you treat women, they're gonna get in your ass and they're gonna let you know. Now, Kirk and him seeing his son, Kirk come out with more sons than daggone Doritos comes out with flavors. I swear, Kirk always got kids. He always got kids. He's going to meet. Is this his oldest son? It got to be his oldest.
He said his
right?
oldest, his first oldest.
Almost 30-year-old son has not seen him since he was 13 years old. Kai said he hadn't seen him since he was 6 years old. Why, Kirk? This man is grown up.
Why Kirk? Because Kirk has no pull-up game.
And then Kirk says every time he was supposed to come, he didn't come, and something would come up. No, why didn't you go there to him, Kirk? Now, Kirk does say that he's always been in the picture, that he knows Rashida, he knows his brothers and sisters and all that. But again, it's these forced ass storylines that I'm not really feeling and I'm not really getting.
Yes. So if we take what Kirk's saying, I think the issue is that he was always there for his son, even up to the son was going through his issues and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. He was always there for his son. He was trying to make the thing, but his son was always trying to keep his distance. For some way, at a certain time or age, his son was trying to keep his distance from his father. And he didn't know exactly what was the reason until the mother of the child told him exactly what he's going through. So he was going through addiction and stuff like that. And I think mental and stuff like that. So he was going through a lot of that stuff. So he probably didn't want anybody around him his family and stuff like that. Because I know sometimes when you in your own bubble and you bad at something, you shut a lot of people out.
I know, trust me.
Loved ones, you shut a lot of people out. So I think that son was going through his own internal battle that he didn't want anybody to know, and then he and his mom didn't tell Kurt until it was later on when he was too far along for helping him. Because maybe if Kurt knew, but maybe Kurt probably would have helped his son. It's like that, but he probably was not ready for that. So he was like, whatever, I gotta go through this. And the saving grace, when they reconnected, is when he has his children, and his daughters make him live. Because he said if his daughter was around, he probably would have not been on Earth anymore. So it's like, yes, it's kind of weird, but if you take what he's saying, it's like, oh wow, it's something. It's like, I couldn't be there for my own child who's going through something. It's like that. And then it's tough. And how can you tell me about my child going through something? It's like,
I'm just, you know what? I'm being real. I'm so sick of Kurt and Rashida.
Yes, I am sick of that storyline. But
I am done.
So I'm so sick of Kurt. Yes, I'm sick of him.
Stay on.
But we go by what they were saying. It's like it is a sad situation.
It is a sad situation, and with him being almost 30, I don't know is he 29 or is he 28 or regardless of the fact how old was he when he started this addiction? If he hadn't seen him since he was 13, how old was he when he started that addiction?
13.
13. Well, no,
I didn't start drinking or smoking weed until I was 22.
I work with some people who have started as young as 7 and 8 years old. So yeah, never mind. I've seen it. I
was scared to drink at that time. I was. And another point, we need to get rid of Kurt. Kick his ass out the fucking closet.
Yeah, Kurt needs to come on out. Yeah,
kick his ass out the closet because he got these multiple baby moms and shit. And Rashida needs to stay because Rashida and her whole conglomerate of who she is as an artist, she done work with Candy. She done had do y'all remember the Peach that she had? She was in a duo with Candy. It was called Peach Candy. Y'all remember?
If that shit ain't some ATL ghetto shouty shit right there.
Exactly,
so y'all, last thing we finna get into, because I gotta get ready to take my ass to bed, y'all. Dang. So Sierra and her family and them, child, this was just so ghetto and ratchet. And I love Sierra with her air bobblehead self. Her drive, her determination is like, I love that about Sierra. I do. But when she talk, it get on my nerves. I can't stand to hear her talk. Because it get on my nerves. Well, she was doing some kind of little Monster Academy or something like that she's doing, which I think, again, is really cool, teaching girls or anybody how to be entrepreneurs, how to get an LLC, how to start, getting stuff copyrighted and all this stuff, how to start your own business. Well, later on, she goes and she talks with her twin sisters. One other sister didn't show up, and her mother. Now, Sierra says that one of the sisters she had to kick out of her shop because the sister was pissed off that she was making her, or the sister wasn't paying booth rent. The sister was very disrespectful, getting into it with the stylist, this, that, and the other, whoop-de-whoop, yada, yada, yada. That made the twin to that sister then go against her. They were sending her text messages, threatening to rob her, threatening to set her up, do all kind of stuff with her. So the mother was like, I need y'all to talk so y'all can work this out. These are y'all, y'all are my kids, y'all are my babies. I need y'all to work this out. They end up coming over to Sierra's house. When they walked through the door, they were already on 10. And I was like, oh, these little bitches is really walking in here with some attitudes, but you never know. Let's listen to Sierra. Now, when they got to talking, yes, baby, just ghetto as hell. What I didn't like is when Sierra was like, okay, so what's going on? When she spoke to them, they didn't want to speak back. And when that one goddamn twin was like, first of all, you know what you did, so just admit it. And Sierra was like, you got a lot of hate in your heart, baby. Like, what's going on? You kicked me out when you knew I was struggling. You knew I was paying rent at this other da-da-da-da. And Sierra was like, okay, you wasn't paying your booth rent. And so the sister is like, but you knew I was paying booth rent at this other salon, so don't get it twisted. It wasn't like I couldn't pay rent. But Trick, you wasn't paying rent here.
That's what I'm
What
saying.
you working at?
Those twins.
Where your job, where your money resides.
Those twins.
Where your money is at.
And I feel Sierra because I was like, it could be a lot of dynamics. It's not. It could be a lot of dynamics. It's stuff like that. I do feel like the twins do have hatefulness. Because when they got there, they was feeling angry.
You could feel it, yeah.
It was in their energy. So like that. So I'm sorry, but family sometimes can take advantage of you. At no point. We're not gonna sit there and act like they can't. And your sister got you in the shop. She felt like because you my sister and you have money and you in love in hip hop. I don't need to pay no booth rent. No, you need to pay as everybody else. The fact you can pay another stranger your booth rent, but not me as your sister, who's supposed to be a professional. No, you get her out.
Disrespectful.
And another thing is, and Auntie, even if you are in my shop, I'll give you a discount. But don't go blast it to everybody else.
And then, like, you never know, she was probably getting into it with them other stylists because the other stylists are like, first of all, she disrespectful to me. She leave her stuff junky all over the place, and she ain't paying no booth rent, but I'm paying booth rent, and I have to be professional.
Your job has nothing to do with me. Go do your job.
They came off very entitled, very, you're my sister, you got money, this, and the other, and blah, 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 just very petty with it. And so, of course, that started this whole argument. They going back and forth. And as the twins are walking out, she calling Sierra, oh, bitch. I've been like, I'm an old bitch with money, though. That old bitch with money that you're trying to, like, you can't even work for me. Like, it was, they were so ghetto. They were so self-entitled. And like Sierra said, I grew up in the projects. I had to fight for everything that I have. Mom and daddy, they paying your rent now. You've never had a struggle.
Why are you trying to fight? I gave you opportunity.
How dare you charge me booth rent? How dare you make me pay if I have everything handled to me? How dare you? You my sister.
How dare you?
So and that's what the attitude about, oh no, this is that. It's like, you hating them because Sierra worked for her. It's like, I don't know if that family dynamic.
I didn't get it.
They got 10 years age difference as well. So Sierra experience with her parents is wholly different.
That don't make no sense though.
Exactly.
So it's like, it could be a lot of reasons why they don't like each other. Maybe because they say, oh, well, she's my older sister. She should have been there. We don't know a lot of the background.
And you can tell there's some jealousy from those younger ones, from the twins to Sierra. You can tell there's definite jealousy from them. And then, and then afterwards, as they're taking the twins out, the little heifer gonna say, you better come get your car before I bust your windows out. Why? Again, you want to do something to destroy something that I worked hard for because you're jealous of that. That's horrible. That's horrible. But then, Sierra threw the pettiness right back in her face. She said, don't forget, I paid for your surgery, boo.
Remember, you busting out somebody's windows, you know that they're going to have to replace them.
Why you out here busting windows out of cars and shit?
But with a sister bond, you want to bust your sister's windows out?
That was horrible. It was ghetto. It was a bad look. And y'all was doing this all in this nice ass neighborhood. I hope that nobody come outside.
But you want to bust your sister's windows.
It was just horrible. It was embarrassing. And y'all, that was the end of the episode from there. That was the most entertainment. And then on top of that, I didn't even really like seeing it because especially sisters. I don't like sisters going. I don't. It's just something in me just because I have
exactly.
Sisters,
you're gonna bust your sister's.
I don't like seeing sisters going at it like that. Now, I look at two females that don't. I look at them go at it all day, but it's just something that feels. Yeah, strangers. It's just something that feels different to me.
Not your sister's.
Like that. I don't feel like I should do that.
Not your sister's shit.
Nah, y'all shouldn't do that. And
maybe thinking, I don't think the younger ones view Sierra as a sister. They view her as a stranger.
Yeah, of course.
Be the house with her, and they the whole age. That's why.
Because on top of that, like Sierra said, she was kicked out of the house at 13 or 15 when she was 15. When she was pregnant, her mother kicked her out of the house, and that's a whole nother issue in it right there. Yes. I could go on and on.
What did my grandma say? That's a whole nother jar of jelly.
I'm saying I could go on and on about a parent that's gonna kick a child out the house because they pregnant, that they can't even take care of their damn self.
At
But you gonna
13,
kick them out and pregnant with a really? What kind of parent are you? That's just me. That's just my thoughts. That's neither here nor there. But y'all, the episode ended from there, and we gonna see what's gonna happen. Love and hip hop. I want y'all to come with just a little bit more or something. You know, I ain't asking for a whole lot.
Yes.
Just a little bit. Because even that other little girl, I call her Mini Ma, young baby Tay, her storyline is boring.
Yeah, it is.
It's nothing.
And she just stupid ass. She just dumb and stupid. I mean, I'm sorry, but she put her whole feelings on this boy when you know off the bat y'all was not together. So you played yourself on television for someone that wasn't even a boyfriend. You said it yourself. He was a hoe and you was not together.
And
so you played your feelings for what?
You was gonna check him and let him know all this and the other. As soon as you get on the phone with him,
he acted so different. I don't think he acted any different. He braggadocious. He was bragging when he was with you private.
Quite braggadocious.
Friend. So he wasn't different. You just in your feelings because he's not claiming you. So
this is why I say like people that were a part of the regular cast of ATL, they're implementing these people that have no storyline. They just come with drama. They just come in with like pow on drama. How about your life? Do you eat vegetables? But you just come in with like drama. Drama.
You so silly. He said, do you eat vegetables? Bitches, you drink your water today. Golly.
Exactly. You just come in with drama. Like, drama. I'm like,
so y'all, tomorrow, let me see. Catfish came on tonight, didn't it? I'm gonna watch Catfish till I fall asleep. Tomorrow, both Mizzle and I both will put up our reviews for. You'll have your review up for Catfish?
Yeah, I'll put up around noon. Oh, probably after. Okay. I got 12:30 to 8:30 tomorrow, so we'll see.
Oh Lord, that's a long time. So y'all, we appreciate y'all for coming here and kicking it with us, kicking, because y'all know all we do is roast and recap and roast. That's what we do. Y'all could have been doing anything else on a Tuesday night, but y'all kicked it with us, and we showed enough appreciate you. Y'all already know how we do. Y'all can follow us on all of our social medias, all that good stuff, all that good jazz. We appreciate y'all. And until next time, we're going to see y'all later. Peace out.
Yes.